everybody. Myself is Surjit Akre. I am the first Indian artist who has achieved a postgraduate degree in easel painting from the Academy of Fine Arts, the Epin Institute of Painting, Sculpture and Architecture in St. Petersburg, Russia. I am also the founder president of Rarix Art Club, affiliated to Russian Center of Science and Culture, New Delhi. I have an experience of 40 years as a professional artist. Let us start our own composition. Now I will show you how to make your own different type of texture in painting. We will make the still life in which I will use different textures. First of all, I will draw the composition on canvas. I will use small flat brush. You can also use pencil to draw the layout. I have made rough sketch. Now I will use sketch pen or marker to do the final outline. After completing the drawing, now we have to apply the colors. We have to think where to give what texture. In the background, it will be better to do freehand texture of clothes. It will give the effect of pattern. I am starting with background. You can start from anywhere. I am applying first dark brown with rough brush, very free stroke. Let it dry. After filling the first layer, now I will take yellow ochre thinned with water and apply in the white space with flat brush. We will use yellow ochre, which is slightly dull because we don't want to make both colors foreground and background equally bright. Hence we will take this dull yellow. You have to fill this yellow ochre in the spaces between brown patches where white background is visible. Texture is the roughness or smoothness. Also called surface quality, used to describe either the way a work actually feels when touched or the depiction of textures in works, as for example in a painter's rendering of fur. They also add interest, depth and a sense of realism to your design. They can be added to individual foam or to the space around foam, and they are created through organized or random structuring of elements. Texture refers to the way an object feels to the touch or looks as it may feel if it were touched. Texture is one of the 7 elements of art. Understanding it fully will lead to stronger drawing and paintings. Here is a look at texture. 3D texture refers to the way an object feels to the touch. 2D texture refers to the way an object looks as it may feel. Visual texture, the illusion of a 3D surface. Simulated imitate real texture. Invented 2D pattern created by the repetition of lines of shapes. Rough texture reflect light unevenly. Smooth texture reflect light evenly. Matte surface that reflect a soft dull light. Shiny surface are the opposite of matte. Impasto are painting technique in which the paint is built up on the surface to create a texture. When drawing or painting texture, it is important to pay close attention to the value they reveal the illusion of texture. Texture can be smooth, rough, hard, soft, chalked, woven. After this initial application of color in the background, we move towards the foreground below or for the base. Now I make another light tone to fill the base table. For the base, we will apply light yellow ochre in patches. This is monotone. Now depth has to be given in this base too. For giving depth, we will use slightly dark shade. We will apply dark brown in the shade. After that, I take yellow ochre direct from the jar and apply with blade in the foreground. Note how some of the brown is kept slightly deeper than the rest to make that area heavy. This deep color or heavy color is also known as giving depth to an area. Then I mix black, yellow and brown and make the greenish cool tone apply in the shadow near the plate. I used pointed brush, made the contour of the shade and then filled the color. Now I confirming to the contours of the plate with dark green. For this I use fine pointed brush. We begin by applying a tone of alizarin crimson with a touch of brown madder, and I use the brush to follow the contour of the apple. The key to painting a realist apple is knowing how to use tone so it looks three-dimensional rather than like a flat circle. Here I am using the next layer of alizarin crimson with a touch of brown madder. I left some reflected light at the left side of the apple. Painting a realist apple is mostly a question of getting the tones right. Once you have got those right, you can then focus on getting the color right, the shape of the particular apple and its shadow. I added another layer by mixing yellow ochre, alizarin crimson and brown. Now I apply dark brown in the plate. Giving some details, I quickly put in the final darkened shadow under the apple. Now I take another tone. I mix crimson red, dark blue and yellow ochre and apply in the darkest area of the apple. Then I mix middle tone and apply all over the apple. Now take yellow ochre, mix little bit crimson and white and apply on the lighter shade. Now the painting has taken an overall warm tone. To give more contrast, we have to use pure yellow in the apple. Here I will use another texture by using the blade. Different texture will give the dimension in the artwork. I will focus eye to the center area as it will be lighter than the rest, slightly lighter. In the pot, I am using cool grey color. For that I will mix white, black and blue color. Make tint of blue by mixing white in it and paint in the pot. This middle and darker corner is a good way of keeping the eye in the painting. Apply in bold patches in the middle, mixing it well, and then some small patches below it. It will give some cool effect which will help to make a contrast from background. I will give the smooth texture in the pot so that it will come out and will give the perspective. One has to have good understanding of where to apply what texture. If there is too much texture, it will not look nice. It can disturb to make the contrast between the forms. Texture will add a whole new dimension to your painting. There are many ways to apply and use of the texture. For instance, you can use texture to highlight or draw attention to certain areas of painting. I put dark shade in the pot. In this composition, we have used warm color combination. To give the contrast, we have used somewhere cool color. For example, we will use light blue in the ornament of jar. Blue is very pleasing color and it suits the eyes, so it is good to combine it with warm tones of yellow ochre or colors with reddish tint. To give the three-dimensional look of the pot, we have to apply dark shade one side. As the light is coming from left, we will give light shade at the left side of the pot. Pure dark color we apply on the glass. I will use some transparency here to create the effect of glass. Don't use the same texture in all forms. The understanding of which texture will be good and where it should be applied comes with experience and needs a lot of practice. If used with proper practice and knowledge where to apply this texture, you can easily spoil whole of your painting. As a matter of fact, without practice, it is very difficult to apply any texture. If you place rough texture and smooth texture side by side, it will give more perspective because they complement each other. By complement, it means they actually help in beautifying each other more by creating contrast effect. After applying all the colors, now you have to come and see from the distance. In all painting, before the painting is completed, some depth is given again in selected areas all over the painting. Now you will see where you have to give more shadows and light. If you want to give dark shadows, you can use thin brown colors and apply transparent color with flat brush. If you want to smash, you can use white transparent color. For highlight, you have to use pure white. I use dark brown to give contrast near the base of the pot. Now some final touches are to be given. Look carefully and meditate where what is lacking and give final touches with bright or dark colors as required.